record it, whatever you want. Let me just like talk a little bit. I did a podcast yesterday, and they ask me a million questions all the time, but they asked me like, what's like the common thing that I saw with a lot of the players that you guys obviously have heard of that I've coached like over my career. And the first thing I always say is they all did everything very different. They held the racket a little different. They took it back a little different. Okay, they had different genetics. They had different strategies. Everything was different except one thing. Every one of them had the most incredible work ethic. Okay, like some of you guys are getting that. They were the hardest workers ever. And I've had people, where they play #1 at a college or they play pro tennis and you've never heard of them, just the work ethic. They just try to outwork everybody. That's the only thing that comes to my mind first, that I've never said, wow, that person became really great and they were lazy, or they always made excuses, or they didn't want to practice. They always outworked people. They stayed after practice, they got early to practice, they practiced on their day off. They just outworked people. That's the one thing that was in common. The second thing, the most brutal, pay attention, the most brutal competitors ever. They would die to win every point. Die to win every point. Venus and Serena would fall down on the court. So would Roddick. If he couldn't get the ball, he'd throw his racket. I'd say it's illegal, okay? He just wanted so bad to win every point. It's just so competitive. They felt the same thing as you guys did. They lost points, they got mad, they got frustrated. Everything that happened to you happened to all those people you see on TV, okay? So competitive. What I mean by that, they don't disappear. Whether they're getting killed, Gerard, you should ask him. He played Venus and Serena every day for 4 years. They never beat him. He would just like, and they would try and try and try, okay? They thought they could beat him, even though they never did, but they never quit. They never gave up. Even though they knew that mountain was so hard to climb, they just never gave up. Like, this is impossible, okay? And this is what I need you guys to understand. This is what you don't see on TV. The first thing you guys look at is like, when I mention a player, I'm gonna mention a player, you tell me, okay? Serena, what would you say? Just say whatever. Federer, Nadal, say something. What do you want to say?
He's mentally strong.
Louder.
He's mentally strong.
No, you're not gonna say that. What are you gonna, Federer, what are you gonna say? You're gonna probably say his forehand. Roddick. You're gonna say the serve. You're gonna go to the 3 big ticket items. You're gonna say forehand, backhand, or serve. You're never gonna go, oh, he's mentally strong. Oh, he had great footwork. You're not gonna go there. But if you do, that's the starting point. That's the cornerstone of how competitive they are. Now, they wouldn't be there. They may be on TV, but it's gonna be Cartoon Network or something. They're not gonna be pro tennis. It's not gonna be that. It's how competitive they are and how hard they work and how good a footwork they have. And they're always trying to improve. That's what they blame also. Not blaming their forehand, backhand, or serve. Those are little things that could bubble up. So I need you guys to understand, this is the most important stuff. When you miss a shot, I want you to start blaming your footwork. When you miss a shot, I want you to start blaming your head. Because that's the only common thing that all these people that you've heard of, and there's thousands more that played pro tennis or played high-level college tennis, to get the most out of your ability, the only thing you got control over is what? Your attitude, your effort. It's the only thing you got control over. If you're getting beat 6-0, 5-0, what are you thinking, Alyssa? I don't know.
Keep fighting.
Nah, you're thinking it's over. No?
No.
Okay, well that's great. It's if you're up 6-0, 5-0, what are you thinking? If you're up 6-0, 5-0,
Finish the match.
You get ahead of yourself. I've seen those things go bang in the blink of an eye. I know people beat someone 0-0, and the next weekend they lost. What is that all about? Did one get better and one get worse? That's mental stuff. Don't get ahead of yourself. And it's never over till you shake hands. I know that's easy to say, but it's not. It's not. You just saw Pagula come back from 5-1. Come on. You guys, I just think this is a crazy sport. It's very different. Things change in the blink of an eye. So put this in your journal. Understand what we talked about today is the most important stuff. It's not your forehand and backhand and serve, but if you do what I just said, your forehand and backhand serve will get a lot better. 1, 2, 3. Bang! Hey, that's a good one. Let's go.